What's going on, everybody? Soloyaker here, and I'm telling you, these council members just do what they want. The mayor and all them, they seem to do what they want. They're all in cahoots, and I'm telling you, by the end of all these videos, where you're gonna be like, what is going on in this town, and why hasn't she been stopped? But we're gonna get into this open carry, and yeah. Okay, let's do it.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to go on record as saying that we are not discussing removing firearms, as that last speaker kind of mentioned. That's something that is the benefit of putting a citizen's petition. And so, you know, he put that on there. And by no means, I don't think anybody here was ever discussing that. So, and I think a lot of times that's a confusion that happens out there with people, is that, you know, things are put on there. I know last week we had that big discussion, and it wasn't anything that the city council was discussing, but yet a lot of people felt the need to speak on it. And so I just want to go on record as clearing that, making it clear that at no time has there have been a discussion of removing firearms from here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem, and thank you, Councilmember Segarra.
So last week there was a vote on a partial ban of guns. Specifically, it seemed to fall down onto open carry of weapons. Just wanted to know if you were satisfied with that. Do you think that was like a welcome change? Do you think more could have been done? What is your thoughts on that?
Okay, that's a fair question. Well, the council made a decision that if you have a concealed weapon and you have a permit, that you should be able to come into the council chambers. And no one wants their Second Amendment to be challenged. I also have a weapon that I have with me sometimes, depending if I'm traveling, but not to bring it in the chamber. I would never do that, because we already have police officers that they're there, and that's their job, to protect us. But the decision by the council was made, and as someone stated, I'm not sure who, it's a win-win for both sides, that some people may have been intimidated by the larger weapons, like a shotgun or automatic weapon, and that has no place in a chamber, period. But it was allowed under the old ordinance. So if this is the route that the council would like to go, some are happy and some are not about it, because you have to understand that the city council chamber, we're there to conduct the business of the city. And no one should be afraid to attend a council meeting and fear that because it has escalated to where we're at now. The yelling, the screaming, just the very negative. I think a resident stated a toxic environment where tempers sometimes flares. I would be concerned too if I was a resident. And then on the other side, there are responsible adults that attend our council meeting, that they bring their own personal weapon, for whatever reason that may be, because they feel safe. But I never hope that we get in a situation that the ordinance would be challenged, that we were wrong to do it. But in the same token, I think the council made the best decision for the good of the residents that do attend the meeting. So it's a very difficult decision, because they don't want to infringe on anyone's rights. But sometimes, one way or the other, someone's going to be offended by it. Whether you bring weapons into the chamber, because it's your own personal weapon and I have the right to carry it by law, or I don't feel comfortable with you having a weapon in the chamber. Me personally, my personal opinion, weapons, they shouldn't even be in the chamber. And that's just my personal opinion. Not because I'm going against the law, but We already have officers there, so if you wanna leave your weapon in your vehicle and come in to attend the meeting, that's great, but also, you have the right to bring it in, but that's just my personal opinion.
Yeah. And you guys spent a lot of time talking to legal about this, and I'm sure a lot of this was discussed. Some of the residents were like telling me specifically that like they're saying, oh well, it means that you know, you can actually bring in like long guns and that sort of thing. Is that your understanding of that being the case or no? Like will people still be able to bring in like, I don't know, AR-15s or something?
No, my understanding with a concealed weapon means that you will not be able to see it. But the question I have is that if you go to state or federal level meetings in politics, you don't see people just going up in there with shotguns or big weapons. I mean, it's nonsense. And also our surrounding neighbors, cities, they don't have weapons. So it's just, even if they would have banned the weapons, of course people are going to challenge it, but it's not against the law.
Mm.
So I'm really saddened because everything is about a weapon more so than why are you there? And it's to conduct the business of the city. And we get so caught up on these little small things that our residents that really want to know what's going on in the city of Killeen, the negative always outshadow all the good that is happening in the city.
Mm.
And that's my top priority, is the image of the city of Killeen.
Yeah.
And yeah, this council, they voted unanimously to ban the open carry of any firearm in the council chambers. And they had an ordinance that made it okay. They just had to stay within accordance to law. And if you don't know, Texas is an open carry state. Concealed or openly carried it's completely lawful. But unfortunately, they don't like to follow the laws of the land, and they do what they want. And this is only the beginning. I've only been covering this for about 2 days, and I'm telling you, the things I've seen and the testimonies that I've heard, it's about to get a lot worse. This is just the beginning. I'm only scratching the surface. So for anybody out there, tell any YouTube channel to start watching the Killeen City Hall meetings. The city of Killeen, tell them to go to that channel and start watching all their backlogs, watch all their recent videos, watch it all. Because you can pick almost any one of them and you're going to find some crazy stuff that the mayor, the council members, and then you'll hear the residents and the citizens that are speaking out, and they continue to just do what they want, because the mayor has all the council members under her little, she's doing the little puppeteer thing right now. Everybody on that team is her little puppet, and she's the puppet master. And you know, hopefully they can get her out, because I hope she doesn't make it till May, but we'll see what happens. You know the deal. Don't forget, hit that like, share, and that subscribe button, all that good stuff. And just stay tuned. I'm out. Deuces.